good morning. Good morning to all of you. So let us start. Before that, let me tell you, I am Kadambini Nayak from Government High School Khandagiri, Khordha, and I welcome you all to online YouTube English class. The chapter today. Before that, I request get ready, listen to me, then you will bring your book and your copy. So let us start the class. I hope all of you will listen it. Now it's time to bring your copy. If you can write it in your copy, the story. So the story is just like this. The story is, there was a car. There is a car near a tree. You can see the tree here. The tree had lots of apples on it. Named Robbie. So Robbie found a ladder and climbed up the tree for what? To pick some apples. Okay, so let me tell you one story. So the story is like this. There was a car near a tree, and the tree had lots of apples on it. Robbie, a boy just like you. So Robbie found a ladder and climbed up the tree for what? To pick some apples. Do you know apples are very good for our health? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. So I know that we can't see apple trees in our locality. So I have brought this story for you, all my dear students. So here you can see the tree, and here is the car just near the apple tree. And what is the boy is going to do? The boy is just picking some apples. For what? Because he wants to eat. Then what happens in the story? Let us see. So one or two apples, what happens? Fell on the car, and the owner of the car was standing just there, and he was not pleased. Why not pleased? Because the apple fell on the car, so he was angry. Then Robbie quickly climbed down and hid behind the tree. Here you can see Robbie just hiding himself behind the tree because the owner of the car is angry with him. Then what happened after that? Let us see. The owner of the car made a search for him. Where is the boy? Why he is doing like this? So the man looked behind the tree, but Robbie was gone. When the owner tried to find Robbie, at that time Robbie was not there. He has already left the place. So the apples looked ripe. Those apples looked ripe. So the man kept the fallen apples. And what he did with the apples? Yes, and took them home. And he said, waste not, want not. That means he had got these apples and wants to take these two apples to his home. Now what you will do if you will have such a situation? No doubt we all of us will like to take these apples to our house. So the motto of the story, what is it? You can see here whatever I have written on this slides, you will find some yellow colored words. So what are these? Can any one of you tell me what are these words? In this page you can see for, behind, in, and here you can see on, off, down, then again behind, and here near, up, to, and on. So what are these words? What are these words? Can anyone tell me? What does it mean? What is its work, and why we have used all these things? Yes, these are very important words. So here you can see we use these words all the time in every paragraph, and these are known as the prepositions. So in today's class we are going to discuss preposition part 1. Now I request all my dear students quickly bring your quickly bring your book and get ready with your preposition chapter. Here I have my book with me. I hope you will follow these books, you will just look at the books and that will make you understand the preposition chapter better. This is a big chapter and there are so many different prepositions and we are going to discuss one by one. So let us start from the beginning. As you can see here, this is the first class of preposition. Now you have already read and you have already got some idea in the previous classes which words we say as prepositions, what does it mean, where to use and what are its uses. No, you have just used them. In class 10, you are going to get one detailed idea about these prepositions and this is a broad chapter and long chapter. So let us, again I have another story for you. These are the best way to understand which words are preposition. Now, I request all of you read this preposition. Read this story of love, care and share and write down also. Try to understand the story what is written here. So Amita and Namita, as you can see these two girls standing here laughing, enjoying. So Amita and Namita go to the same school and they live in Kalinga Nagar. They go to school at 8 a.m. in the morning. By how do they go? They go by bus. They share everything with each other. They come back at 4 p.m. from school. In the evening, they go to play, means in the afternoon, in the park with other girls from their colony. In this way, these two girls, they are very friendly, they enjoy each other's company, they love each other and what happened? They go home by 6 p.m. and for what? To finish their homework and study. They have dinner at 8 p.m. They thank God for His blessing. Okay, so there was some technical problem. Now restart this story again. As you can see here, there are two girls. They are standing, they are laughing, they are enjoying. They do everything together. So here is their work, daily routine. How do they spend their days and what are the different activities that they generally do. That is written in this story. But what is our motto? Now you have to find out the prepositions in this from this story. So two girls, Amita and Namita, and they are just very much friendly, means they are friends together, they spend time together, they love each other. Now your work is to pick out the adjectives. No, prepositions you have to find out. So Amita and Namita are popular among their friends and they are also liked by their teachers. Now why? Because they are loving and caring. Their parents are proud of them because they are very good and we must all learn these things. What are these things? Love, care and share. Now your duty to pick out, to identify, to underline, to circle the prepositions. Yes, who can do it first? Quickly, I hope you can do it because these are very easy and you can easily find out the prepositions. Now I did it for you but I want you all to do it first. So bring your copy as I have said before and quickly start writing and underline or circle the prepositions. Now let us see which are the prepositions as we can see here. Yes, here you can see the prepositions, those are written in yellow color. So Amita and Namita go to. To is the one preposition, the same class, same school, they live in Kalinga Nagar, they go to. Again to is another preposition. At 8 a.m. at is preposition. By and next you can see with, at, to, in, with from, by, to, at, for. Here you can see among, by, of and to. So these are the prepositions. So I hope you have got clear idea, but I want to drill, I want to make you understand, I want to do and find out on your own which words are the prepositions. So we have already found prepositions. Now another few sentences I have written here. Now you just underline and write down these sentences in your copy. And as you can see here, these are also prepositions. As you can see, in the first sentence, he acted according to my instructions. And why don't you go along with your brother? And there is a big tree in front of his house. So in front of, this is very easy and you have already learnt since your childhood. But these are some new prepositions like according to, or along with, for the sake of, or in the course of, or as you see here in favor of, because of. These are all prepositions. Now what is the difference between the prepositions we found in the last stories and the prepositions that you can see here? You have to tell me what is the difference between the prepositions that we have already discussed in the stories and you see here. And next, in the next page, yes, in these paragraphs also, it's means the prepositions are already identified and those are written in yellow color, so easy to recognize, easy to pick out. So there are many rumors in the locality concerning yesterday's fire. Then considering the quality, the price is not high. Then she had said nothing regarding your request. Then respecting the plan you mentioned, I shall write to you. Touching this letter, I have not prepared myself. Okay, so these three types of prepositions we have already discussed. In the stories, we found the one type of preposition, and here we have seen another type of preposition, and here you can see another. So I think you can classify different types of prepositions by seeing the sentences and the stories. Next is, what is preposition then? So what is preposition? Preposition is a type of word. You have already read in class 9 first chapter word classes. There are different types of words that we use in English language. So out of those words, preposition is a one single type of word. You know there are different types of nouns and different types of words in word classes like noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, then preposition, then conjunction and interjection. So preposition is a type of word and it tells us the position of something in relation to another thing. This is the work that has been assigned to preposition and it has been doing its work all the time. So next thing is, the prepositions are divided into three types as we have already seen in sentences and using the stories. So here you can say three types of prepositions, and the first one, that is known as the single word preposition. Now why? Because in this type of preposition we have only one word, so it is known as the single word preposition and we have been using it all the time. Whichever chapter you may pick, you will find so many prepositions in that chapter. So this is the very easiest way. Just go to any chapter of your book and try to find out the prepositions. That will make you to make a long list of prepositions. So here about, across, after, against, along, until, among, at, before, behind, below, up, then beside, between, beyond, by, down, in, upon, and during, except, for, from, of, with, into, like. So these are all single word prepositions already given in your book and already given in this format in your book. You should know the most important thing is you should be able to identify which one is the preposition when you will be given one sentence, one paragraph or one story or chapter. Then this is the first type of preposition. Next comes the second type of preposition. Second one is the multi-word preposition, as there is no single word. All the prepositions that you can see here, it has, or in these prepositions there are more than one word, either 2 or 3. So, or here also you can see 4 words. They together make a single preposition. So, these are known as the multi-word preposition. For example, according to, along with, apart from, as for, as to, because of, but for, due to, except for, in front of, in spite of, by means of, for the sake of, with a view to, in addition to, instead of, out of, opposite to, owing to, over and above. So, these are the multi-word prepositions. Then third one is prepositions with ing. So, what are these? Accepting, bearing, following, concerning, considering. Already I have showed you in the first slides using these preposition, how to frame sentences and how we use these words, how we use these type of prepositions. But generally for your class 10, you should know the uses of this single word preposition. These are very important and these you have to use while writing long questions, while writing essays, applications or translation, or you will find in your passages. So, most important, how to use these single word prepositions, and in this chapter we are going to discuss mostly these single word. There are some multi-word prepositions, some ing, but generally we have to focus on this single word preposition. So, let us see whether you can understand or not. Now let us discuss what does a preposition do. What is the work of preposition? So, preposition joins. What does it joins? It joins a noun with another noun. It joins a noun with another adjective, the noun with verb, the noun with adverb, the noun with WH clause. This is the work. Generally, you will find one preposition between two nouns or between noun and adjective. This is the work of preposition. Next, there are some prepositions which can be used at the end of the sentence. Means at the end you will find the preposition and there is no other word just after this preposition, and those are WH questions. When we frame WH questions, what are you looking at? And relative clauses. This is the book I have been looking for. And passives, I don't speak until I am spoken to. Then infinitives, there was no chair to sit on. Then exclamation, what a difficult situation he is in. So these are some rare cases, means where we can use or we have to use the preposition at the end. Now it is for you, you have to do it and you have to find and you have to circle the preposition. Let us see who can do it. So this is a very interesting story again for you all, how you are going to find the preposition. So who is this? This is Rian's computer game. So what happens with the Rian, with this game of Rian? So Rian has lost his computer game. Oh God, what will he do now? Rian has lost his computer game. You are very much fond of different types of games these days in your mobile. But this Rian, this boy is very much fond of this computer game. He thought it was on his desk, but when he looked, he could not find it. So he looks under his desk. Find it? No, it is not there. Then he looks in his drawer. So in this way, one by one, he just tried to search for his computer game everywhere. No, it is not there. Then he looks behind the bedroom. No, it is not there. Then he asked his mom, did you see my computer game? Then, no, she says, look in front of the TV. Maybe you will find it in front of the TV. Then Rian looks, but it is not there. Then Rian is very, very sad. So this must be happening with you all when you will not find any of your favorite thing which you like the most and which you want to spend time with. Then what he did, then Ryan is very sad and it is his favorite game. He decides to do some homework. Then he left that idea, okay, leave that, let me continue my other works. So he started doing his homework, and when he lifts his school bag, school book, something falls. What is that? So it is his computer game. You just see what will be the situation or how will Ryan react. It was between his school books. So between two books, his computer game was hidden itself. So now Ryan is very happy and enjoyed and just shout loudly. But what is your work? You have to find out the prepositions. So let us try, or you will do it on your own. Write down these sentences, write down this story in your copy and try to find out the prepositions that you can see here. Okay, let us do together. So what are the prepositions you can see here? Number one, Ryan lost his computer game. He thought it was on his desk, but when he looked, he could not find it. He looks under his desk. No, it is not there. Then he looks in his drawer. In is the preposition. No, it is not there. Then he looks behind his bedroom. Yes. Then no, it is still not there. Then he asked him, did you see my computer game? Look in front of the TV. In front of the TV. Ryan looks but is not there. Ryan is very sad. It is his favorite game. He decides to do some homework and he lifts his school book. Something falls and it was his computer. It was between his school books. Now Ryan is very happy. So just pick out any chapter, any story and try to find out the preposition. That will make you understand how prepositions are used, how it joins to nouns or sometimes nouns with adjectives, sometimes nouns with adverbs, nouns with WH clauses. So these are the things that will help you to understand, and these are very easy, and also you can use after seeing these uses in your essay while writing long questions, and proper use you will learn. So this is a homework for you all. Write down this story and try to pick out, underline, encircle the prepositions in it, and most important, you have to make sentences using the prepositions. So as you can see here a day at the park. You must be going to park with your friends on different holidays. There you enjoy together, there you spend the time together and you like that situation. So here is a boy, I went to the park on Saturday with my friends. Then what happened? My friends, who are his friends? Suresh and Rajesh. We rode our bike, I rode my new bike, Suresh brought his basketball, we played basketball, we played for 2 hours, it was hot, we were thirsty, Suresh and Rajesh bought us lemonade and sandwiches, we ate for them for lunch and we had a lot of fun. So this is your homework, and next comes prepositions are, as you can see in the beginning, prepositions are divided or different types of prepositions. One is single word preposition, then comes multi-word preposition, and finally comes ing, prepositions with ing. But here prepositions can be grouped under 3 heads. What are they? Number 1 is prepositions of place. When we use preposition to refer a place, that is known as prepositions of place. Then prepositions of time. Prepositions of time, when we use prepositions before a time or which indicates a time, that is known as prepositions of time. Besides these 2 prepositions, we have other prepositions. Those are like means of travel, means of communication, or instrument, or agency, or modes of payment. These are also different types of prepositions that we are going to discuss in our next classes. And these are very much, you are using all these types of prepositions, you are using all the time, but you do not know how to distinguish and which prepositions are known as the prepositions of place and which are known as the prepositions of time. So I hope with this we have to finish today's class. Your homework, you have to write at least 50 sentences using single word preposition, multi word preposition, and final last one is the ing. So the expert in anything was once a beginner. Okay, so when you will start any work, then only you can reach to the place of an expert. So whoever you are seeing as one of the expert in, maybe in computer, maybe in mathematics, maybe science, history, geography, Odia, English, Hindi, Sanskrit, whatever may be the language or maybe the skill, that person must be a beginner, must have been a beginner in the beginning. So you try to be a beginner in everything, and no doubt if you will start, then you will reach towards the expert place. With this hope, let us wind up this class here. But your homework, you will write down, identify the prepositions that I have given here and write at least 50 sentences using the preposition.